In the farthest reaches of the galaxy, at the edge of known space, there lay a small, isolated human outpost known as Haven 47. It was a lonely, rugged place, a mining and research station on a barren, icy moon orbiting a gas giant. The outpost's 300 inhabitants, a mix of miners, scientists, and a few retired soldiers, were the last remnants of humanity's exploratory ambitions. Cut off from Earth for decades, they had long since come to terms with their remote lives, content to be forgotten. One dark day, Haven 47 received an emergency distress signal from a nearby sector. The message was fragmented, but one thing was clear. An alien race, known only as the Zardox, had begun a relentless campaign to wipe out all life in its path. The message warned that the Zardox fleet had already annihilated two neighboring systems, their ships moving through space like shadows, devouring everything they touched. The people of Haven 47 had no defenses beyond a few retired security drones and the ancient mining lasers used to crack open asteroids. But they quickly realized the gravity of the situation. Haven 47 was directly in the path of the advancing Zardox fleet. With little hope of rescue or reinforcement, they had two options: flee, abandoning the outpost they had called home for decades, or stand and fight, delaying the Zardox long enough for distant colonies to prepare for the incoming threat. Under the guidance of Captain Rena Calloway, the outpost's de facto leader, they chose to stay. She rallied the colony with a determination none expected from the typically reserved leader. "If we abandon Haven," Rena said, "they'll see us as nothing but prey. We may not be soldiers, but we're human. We're going to show them exactly what that means." They began fortifying the outpost, converting mining rigs into weapons and retrofitting transport shuttles as makeshift fighter craft. Engineers worked around the clock to upgrade the mining lasers, while others developed electromagnetic mines from salvaged parts. They prepared traps across the frozen landscape, determined to turn the icy wasteland into a battlefield. As the Zardox fleet finally approached, the people of Haven 47 held their breath, watching their sensors light up with the alien ship's eerie, shifting shadows against the black void. The Zardox came swiftly, their sleek, silent ships closing in on the outpost, their dark hulls gleaming against the cold moonlight. The first assault was brutal. Zardox drones swept over the outpost, testing their defenses. But Haven 47 held firm, blasting the drones out of the sky with their modified lasers and hastily built cannons. Though vastly outnumbered, the colonists fought with precision and desperation, their traps and tactics confusing the Zardox as they picked off the invaders one by one. It became a battle of attrition, with the colonists using every piece of scrap, every ounce of ingenuity to hold their ground. Days turned into weeks, and the Zardox sent wave after wave, each assault more intense than the last. The people of Haven 47 took heavy losses. Mining pits became mass graves, and the once thriving outpost was littered with the wreckage of destroyed equipment. But as the Zardox's relentless assault continued, something incredible happened. Neighboring colonies, inspired by Haven 47's defiance, began to organize and fortify themselves, sending support ships carrying vital supplies, medicine, and even a few seasoned fighters willing to join the battle. With their combined strength, Haven 47's inhabitants turned the tide. Using the electromagnetic mines, they disabled a fleet of Zardox vessels, capturing their technology and reverse engineering it to build more effective defenses. Each victory inspired them, pushing them to keep going despite exhaustion and loss. The climactic battle came on a freezing, starless night. The Zardox brought their most powerful warship into orbit, a monolithic vessel capable of vaporizing the entire outpost with a single shot. But the colonists had prepared for this. Using a combination of their own technology and scavenged Zardox tech, they launched a coordinated assault on the warship's core, breaking through its shields and disabling its weapons. In a final desperate maneuver, Captain Calloway personally piloted a small, heavily armed transport shuttle loaded with explosives into the heart of the Zardox warship, sacrificing herself to ensure its destruction. With the warship destroyed, the remaining Zardox forces retreated, unwilling to lose any more resources to a fight they had assumed would be easy. Haven 47 had survived. Though battered and nearly destroyed, the outpost had become a symbol of humanity's resilience and courage. News of Haven 47's stand spread across the galaxy, sparking a united front against the Zardoks. Colonies everywhere organized defenses, inspired by the bravery of the forgotten outpost that had bought them the time to prepare. Humanity had proven that, no matter the odds, they would stand their ground. Haven 47 remained, scarred but victorious, a testament to humanity's greatest stand.